Good morning, guys. Today I want to talk about what I consider to be the most important type of self-improvement you could be doing. But you don't really see many people actually putting effort into it. And I think if you actually try what I'm about to tell you and master it, you will end up probably growing faster than almost everyone around you. So what am I talking about? I think most people try to self-improve in a variety of ways, especially men just spend their whole lives trying to improve themselves, whether that be just going to a gym and trying to improve your body, or trying to get more wealthy, or maybe just trying to improve your looks in other ways like skincare or shampoo or looksmaxxing or something like that. And we spend, as a whole, a huge amount of time on this. Like the amount of time and effort I put into bicep curls is fairly crazy, and I'm sure almost everyone has. Have my biceps grown? Somewhat. But I want to posit to you that this self-improvement is basically just trying to cover up for our flaws as a human. So if I was a gorilla in West Africa, would I need to go down the gym to have massive muscles? No, obviously not. The gorilla basically just walks around all day and sits around and maybe picks up some leaves to eat. I don't know what gorillas eat, but something like leaves. And he just naturally develops massive muscles. His body chemistry allows him to be super muscular, whether that be high testosterone or whatever else gorillas have that generates their muscles, like low myostatin, is it? But he doesn't have to self-improve. The gorilla is the gorilla. The gorilla is that Giga Chad perfect man. He doesn't need to go to the gym to get those massive muscles. And similarly, you might imagine, does an 18-year-old girl have to wear makeup to have like perfect skin and bright red lips? A lot of the time, no. Naturally, due to her body chemistry, she has like very good looking skin and like big red lips. So the makeup as a method of self-improvement is to cover up the faults in your underlying body chemistry. So why don't we ever try to improve our body chemistry instead of just trying to put on makeup or go down the gym to cover it up? Now, I don't think it's possible for us to reach the body chemistry of a gorilla and just generate a huge amount of muscle without doing anything. At least without exogenous hormones. But we should definitely be trying to go in that direction as much as we can, because it multiplies the effect of whatever exercise or whatever makeup you are doing on top of that. If you can improve your skin repair mechanism by like 50%, then the amount of makeup you require to cover up the rest of it is greatly reduced. And people mostly think, I think it's disingenuous to say people don't try this, because people do try this. People will try to like take some vitamin C for their skin, or maybe take some creatine for their muscles. But as a whole, people just think of these as like the icing on the cake. Like the creatine will give you like plus 5% on your muscle gains, but most of it, you just have to go down the gym to work out and gain the hard way. And I'm not saying going down the gym is not important. I think you have to go down the gym, and I think everyone should be exercising as much as they can. But you also need to put effort into not just taking these supplements as the icing on the cake, but the supplements and the nutrition build your cake. So if you imagine all the nutrition you're putting in, all the eggs and the creatine and the vitamin C or whatever, they are your ingredients to build your cake. And then you go down the gym, which bakes the cake and actually builds up the muscles. But if your ingredients are not as they should be, you will still not make a very tasty cake. So you should be self-improving in both axes simultaneously. You need to do the exercise or do the makeup or do the building wealth or do the building social skills or whatever you want to do, and build your cake. So it makes it easier to get results from the gym or from the makeup, or from the interacting with people, or whatever you're doing. So how do you build this cake? Basically, the method is, you look for symptoms whereby your body is not working as it should be. So you imagine a perfect human, and you imagine you, and you look at the differences between those, and where there is a difference, then you may have something to improve. So, examples of this are all the videos I've done so far. So, you feel a bit colder than usual when you're outside, or your body temperature is a bit low, or maybe you find it hard to get to sleep, or you have some symptom which suggests you're not building muscle as efficiently as possible. These are all symptoms by which your body looks like it may be optimized in some way. It goes beyond this, like any sort of minor thing you can look at. Like if you have like a few grey hairs coming in, then your melanin creation in your hairs are not working correctly. Or maybe like you just wake up a bit early. Or maybe you wake up on time, but you don't have sleep in your eyes. A normal human might have sleep in their eyes. You don't. Why is that? Is that indicating a lack of some nutrition which you should have? Like for me, until very recently, I felt incredibly anxious whenever my boss got angry with me. But I managed to fix that with improving my nutrition. Now, how you fix each one of these symptoms and actually recognizing what is a symptom which needs to be improved is not an easy task. There are hundreds of supplements which could possibly be tried to improve every symptom you have. And just looking at yourself and deciding what is normal and what is not normal and what has room to be improved is not immediately obvious either. I mean, you've lived in your body for your whole life. Like, is your slightly crooked big toe, is that a symptom of your bad nutrition, or is it just your genetics? I think the toe is probably genetics, so don't worry about that one too much. But on this channel, what I want to do is help you identify symptoms where you could possibly improve your health. Not medical symptoms, mostly subclinical symptoms that doctors don't really care about, but signify that you have some room to improve your nutrition and your health and your working of your body. So I want to help you identify these symptoms, and I want to teach you ways you can possibly cure all these symptoms that you have, and then generate this overarching self-improvement in your body chemistry, which will then be multiplicative with everything else you're doing in life, and hopefully generate a huge amount of improvement across multiple areas in your life. All right, that's all for today. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.